Trying to turn to me is not how to turn to me. From recognition of me is liberation. By his divine presence, Avatar Adidar Samraj. Devotee. Beloved Lord, you have said that ego-transcending practice is what is pertinent to realization. I feel that there is only one thing that makes a difference, and that is giving my attention to you, practicing radical devotion to you, turning wholeheartedly to you. Literally anything else is seeking, and it fails. Any efforts that we make to try to create something in the future, or change things or fix things, always seem to fail. Adidar says, even trying to turn to me is not how to turn to me, because that itself would be an ego effort. Therefore, how do you become turned to me? Through devotional recognition, response to me. You are given the grace of turning to me, and you must, of course, volunteer for and become more and more profoundly involved in that practice of turning to me. I have made myself apparent to you, and this is the gift that enables you to turn to me. Not merely my telling you to turn to me, but if you do not devotionally recognize me, if you do not devotionally respond to me, if you have no spontaneous movement toward me, then you cannot do this devotional practice. In that case, you will be a mummer, playing at devotion, seeming, bowing and scraping, genuflecting, wearing labels of stages of practice, and all the rest of it. Everything is made into complete nonsense. Therefore, being moved to me, such that you do in fact turn to me, is the gift and the context of the real devotional practice in my divine avataric company. That practice is not a matter of just following an instruction from me, telling you to turn to me. Thus, I am telling you to turn to me, but that is not all. I have given you what to turn to, and told you how your devotional relationship to me becomes turning to me, and what makes it not turning to me. The faculties turned on themselves, or you seeking to turn to me, such is not the practice I have given to you. If you are romantically in love with someone, you do not have any trouble being attracted to that person, turning to that person, remembering that person. In fact, you cannot get the person off your mind. You are responsibly turning. You did not merely get a letter in the mail with a photograph or of a stranger, with instructions from the president or the State Department saying, turn your faculties to this person, or some ridiculous situation like that. Why does it happen then? Because of the response. That is the secret of devotion. The response to me, which itself depends on a tacit devotional recognition of me. It is not merely a philosophical matter. Therefore, it is at its root effortless. That does not mean you do not need to work on the drag of the faculties and go through the tapas of ego-transcending practice. You do, because the body-mind complex is patterned to reflexively turn upon itself, to reactively turn upon itself. Therefore, there is tapas, or purifying heat of discipline, in this turning to me, but its root is spontaneous attraction, recognition, a heart movement, a whole bodily movement. All I am telling you is that there is right All I am telling you is that that is right. You feel moved. You feel moved to turn to me. That is right. Notice that. Use that. Be moved by that. That is the practice. Not all the other alternative descriptions of whatever you may be up to or experiencing that may be distracting you or diverting you or consoling you or bothering you or whatever. Therefore, notice this response to me. That is what the practice of radical devotion is built upon. It is useful for me to mention this so that you will identify this tangible, responsive, feeling recognition of me and know that that is how right and true practice happens. The practice I have given to you is simply the whole bodily recognition response of turning to me, which in due course becomes the by me given transcendental spiritual process, and the by me given transcendental spiritual process has been uniquely brought to here by my divine avataric incarnation. That process, the transmission of the bright, is the reality way of Adidam. The practice of Adidam is not a technique you apply to yourself or development of experience based on the structures of the body-mind complex, horizontal, left, middle, right, or vertical, bottom to top, top to bottom. All of those mechanisms potentially generate experiences, but the whole thing is like a knotted ball of twine and leads nowhere whatsoever. Thank you, Lord. Alidar, it is not a secret that you must turn to me. But how that really happens is a secret, because there is no mere instruction that will enable you to do it. You must devotionally recognize me and devotionally respond to me.